only about 16% of Americans believe climate change is an urgent problem. And when you interview people and you ask them what issues they think are important, climate change comes out 19th, 20th, consistently all the time. So imagine, the most urgent problem humanity has ever faced is not viewed as an urgent problem by Americans. Sure, they support clean energy, et cetera. Who wouldn't? There is no urgency for an urgent situation. And it's not surprising because the other side, they come out of business school and they understand how the brain actually works. And they are marketing geniuses. And the first principle of marketing is have a simple message, make America great again, and repeat it, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it till you're sick to death of it, and only then have you begun to get into people's heads. And what you do is you scientifically assure that your simple messages will reach your target audiences repetitively. Marketers actually buy a certain amount of reach. They can tell you, I know that my message will be seen by this target audience this many times. We don't do that. What's our message on climate change? Blah, 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 the Tower of Babel. Who are our spokespeople who are well known? Go out and ask in the street. Gore's the only answer you'll get. Gore's terrific. He's not enough, and he doesn't work for everybody. So we have no scientific, focused communications operation to raise that number. How ridiculous is that? We're a wealthy movement. But the money goes to do all sorts of other things rather than affect the public opinion environment scientifically and systematically. We certainly could do it. It's not even that complicated. But we have no such program. I'll give you an example. So a lot of the nation's views about this issue filter down from the Washington, D.C. bubble, where the press is and the Congress and the think tanks, et cetera. So you turn on television in Washington, D.C., and what you will see is how great oil, coal, and gas are. You're going to be energy independent, rich, tons of jobs, and lots of beautiful women. What will you essentially never see on television in Washington, D.C. is the consequences of using all that stuff. The naval bases underwater, the National Mall underwater, refugees pouring in from all over the world, the price of food going crazy, the economy ruined. Invisible. We are invisible. And we have this kind of basic theory of communications in the climate movement and much of the public interest movement. I call it the telepathic theory of communications. We think because we know something, magically, everybody finds out about it. Now, the interesting thing about the Washington, D.C. media bubble is everybody says, oh, woe is me. We can't afford to match those evil fossil fuel companies in buying television time. Well, how much do you think it costs to buy one 30-second television ad on Fox News or CNN in the Washington, D.C. media market? Any guesses? How much for one ad on CNN or Fox in Washington, D.C.? Do I have any guesses?
Just a few hundred million.
Okay, that's the normal answer, about $50,000 to $100,000, and the answer is $500. It's $500.
Per showing?
Yeah. So the reason, now you would never do one ad that doesn't do anything unless you're causing a giant controversy, and we've done that. But we can afford this, so the reason we don't do things like this is not because of money, it's because we don't think this way. We come out of the sciences, the law, the humanities, academia, and we have this quaint notion that you tell people something once that's smart, and a light bulb goes off in their head and everything changes. People who've had to sell products and services know it doesn't work that way. You've just had a great example of it. So until we penetrate certain audiences repetitively with simple messages that are accurate, by the way, I'm not for using any inaccurate messages, we don't have to. Until we devise a strategy to bring tons of repetition of these thoughts to these audiences by tons of means, most of which are not expensive. Social media is not expensive. We have no organized effort, even to use celebrity outreach on social media on climate. We are focused on everything else. Until we change that, we will not raise that number. And Trump and the rest of the people will say, oh, look at the numbers, people don't care. I rest my case.
One quick question.
Up to the
So
audience.
is there a sense that it's got to be a